Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. Hit that like button down below if you're having a good day. But today guys, it is time for the week 4 of the challenges, continuing the TNTina challenges, and I've got a full guide for all 10 of the new challenges. That means the locations of Grumpy Greens, the mowdown, how to fish with explosives, and just tips and tricks to get these challenges done in the fastest way possible. And with that being said guys, hit that subscribe button down below and turn on notifications for my guide for the Deadpool challenges, which will be uploaded tomorrow morning. You don't want to miss that one. And on top of that, if you want to help support me, you can do so by using code TheLlamaSir in the item shop as an epic partner. It helps support the channel and I appreciate it a ton. But yeah guys, let's go ahead and jump into it with two challenges that can be done together pretty fast. And the first of which is the challenge where you have to scan a henchman in different matches. Have to do that in a total of 3 matches, and then this goes hand in hand with the next challenge. But first of all, let's just go over this one. Basically what I would recommend is to go to the grotto. The grotto is a great spot, and I showed you why in one of my previous videos of like an XP glitch and stuff like that. Definitely check that video out on the channel if you haven't yet. But yeah, if you go to the grotto, then go in that wind turbine, grab some items from that one chest, then head down even further. There's a specific spot down here that is really quiet, and there is one henchman walking around that is super easy to eliminate, and then you can simply pick up that henchman and bring him to either a chest or a door. I think both of those work. But yeah, simply scan him at one of those and you will be working towards this challenge. You do have to do it in 3 different matches, but that's alright because you'll probably be at these locations for some of the other challenges that we have coming up. So yeah guys, with that being said, that one's very easy, but there is a second challenge that goes hand in hand with that, and that is to collect different boss weapons. Now there's basically 2 ways to go about doing this. The first is to just collect the boss weapons from the bosses themselves. However, the second way might actually be better, but first of all, let's just start with the basics of getting them from the bosses. You guys likely know how that works, so I'll just say that the best spots to go to make it even easier to get these done are by far the rig and the grotto. Now obviously you're going to need to go to a third location, but definitely start at those 2. They're the least common in my opinion. And for the third one, probably the yacht. That one's decently far off, but it depends on the bus path as well. So yeah, go to one of those and grab some of the weapons. I'm not sure if the shark, if the grappler and the scar count as 2 separate ones. That might be something worth trying, I don't know. Either way though, that leads me into my second trick for this one, and that is to just, you know, play a solo match normally, and then eventually you'll probably eliminate somebody with a mythic weapon, and then you can just pick it up from them, and that should count towards this challenge as well. So just a bunch of things for you to keep in mind there. Alright guys, but let's get into it with some challenges that can be done quite easily together in Team Rumble, and you do specifically want to do these in Team Rumble. I'm just in Battle Lab right here to show you this stuff as examples, but basically, yeah, there's 4 challenges here, and the first of which is to search 7 chests at Pleasant Park or Slurpy Swamp. So obviously guys, the first of which, Pleasant Park, is up here. You guys know where that is. This is definitely a good location, but Slurpy Swamp is also very good as well. They're both fairly common locations, so you know, either one is fine. They also both probably have a similar amount of chests, but in Team Rumble, simply do the one that is on your side of the battle bus so that you can get to it quicker and don't have to worry about opponents. But yeah guys, so let's just go to Pleasant Park for example, because this will lead us directly into our other challenges. But yeah, first of all, go to any of these houses. You can break this one down right here and then search the chest. If you happen to find a rare chest, that works out pretty well. But there's a chest down there, and then also, as you guys know, well, I guess not in Team Rumble, but you can use like a porta potty to go under this right here, and there's a secret area. One of the shadow bases I've showed you guys before, that has a couple of chests in it, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you want to be looking for some specific items. The first of which is proximity mines. Those are the new item that was added in the recent update. You want to try and find some of those. So hopefully we can go ahead and find some of those here soon. But then another item that works as well are remote explosives, because that is for the challenge where you need to destroy 20 enemy structures with either proximity mines or remote explosives. So yeah, just keep looking around until you find some of those. Hopefully we can find some here just as an example. And then something else to keep in mind as well, there's also a challenge where you have to search 7 ammo boxes, I believe at different locations or different named locations. So obviously you've got all these named locations around the map. You're simply just going to want to be doing this while you do other challenges, because again, when you're looking for chests, might as well just find an ammo box. Then if you happen to make your way towards like Salty Springs or the agency, search an ammo box there. And then there's some other challenges coming up where you have to go to different spots, and you'll be able to do those as well. And again, ammo boxes are just like these, very easy to find. There's plenty of them around named locations. And also with that, you can use these like extra ammo boxes, whatever you want to call them, the super ammo boxes. I'm not exactly sure of the exact name, but yeah, also this house right here on the top right corner corner is very good for chests as well because it has 3 chests in it. One in that little attic right there, and then in the larger attic at the top there is a chest, as you can see. We're not getting lucky with the explosives or anything, but yeah, you can keep going around here. And then there's a final chest down here in the doghouse, so simply open that. Oh, there we go. We actually got an explosive, which can actually help us with a challenge that I want to show you after this as well. So yeah, guys, make sure you're looking for those 3 items: proximity mines, remote explosives, and also a just explosive weapon can help as well for another challenge coming up. Oh, there we go. We got some proximity mines. So perfect. These will work just fine for this challenge right here, which again is to destroy 20 enemy structures. So they have to be player-built structures, but since you'll be in Team Rumble, it'll be super easy to get this done. And basically the way that you want to do it, let's say that somebody had built some structures right here. For some reason, I can't edit. That's a little weird. Editing in Battle Labs, I guess, is broken or something. But yeah, say someone has built a structure or a base, something along these lines, just building some random stuff. You know how battles get crazy in Team Rumble. But all you're going to want to do is simply throw your proximity mines on the walls, generally like at the corners if you can, because that gives you the most space for an individual explosion. So even like right here should be fine as well. But as you can see, with proximity mines, you don't have to wait for somebody to run by. You can... But they do sometimes move around, so maybe it's better to box in one of these and then just be careful and shoot one, and then it'll break a ton of structures, as you can see right there. So real quick, let's do that again. Make sure you're finding other people's structures, but throw it like in the corner right there, and then simply fire at it, and it'll destroy a bunch of structures, very easily helping you with that challenge. And then after that, guys, let's jump into it with one easy challenge. Then we'll get into it with that Visit Grumpy Greens and the mowdown, stuff like that challenge. But this one is very easy, and it has to do with that rocket launcher that we picked up. The reason that you want to pick up something like that is for the challenge where you have to fish with explosives. But basically all you need to do is run and find some water and find one of those fishing spots, you know, the ones with the circle of ripples and things like that. You want to find one of those and then maybe build up a little bit, and if you have a rocket launcher, simply fire a rocket at that circle and it'll blow up the circle and count towards that challenge. And again, you need to do that 3 times, so simply move down a river or lake, wherever you are, and search for more of those. You can get them done in the same match, so that is yet another challenge you can do with these other ones here in Team Rumble, so very easy. Alright guys, but let's go ahead and hop into game for another challenge here, one of the fairly tough challenges, and that is the one where you have to visit Grumpy Greens, mowdown, and risky reels. Now 2 of those are pretty difficult locations to find. They are landmarks, but don't worry guys, I've got the locations of them for you right here. Now you can actually go for these as well as those Team Rumble challenges that I just showed you about, because the first location is pretty close to Pleasant Park. So yeah, you basically want to find Pleasant Park right here and then head to the east of it a bit, and Grumpy Greens is in this general area right here. Now if you look down for a bit, you'll be able to see this guy right here, which is this angry frowny face. That is the first location for Grumpy Greens, so simply visit this spot. You don't have to land at the location, so don't worry about that, but yeah, that'll work perfectly for that first one. Now then after that guys, the rest of these locations are actually, they're fairly close together, not super far apart from each other, but the next location I would visit is right over here, Risky Reels. You guys probably know all about that location. We can see it off in the distance right over there. So again, it's not that far, and with Team Rumble, you can glide on over there, and you'll get there in like no time flat. But yeah, that location's pretty easy, so let's just move ahead on to the next one right here, which is a bit tougher, and that is the mowdown. Now, the mowdown is more towards the east of all of these locations. It's a little bit towards Anarchy Acres or past Anarchy Acres, so it'll take us a little bit to run on over there here in Battle Labs. Again, it doesn't work in Battle Labs. It's just easier for me to show you the locations here. But yeah, let me just show it to you on the map right away before we get over there. Basically, the mowdown is above the orchard here. It is this track, this racetrack with like lawnmowers and things like that. So again, above Frenzy Farm, not Anarchy Acres, Frenzy Farm, above that, above the orchard, and right there. So yeah, guys, as you can see, we're above the location right here. There's the orchard, and then there is the mowdown racetrack, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, here we are. You've got the lawnmowers, the racetrack. That is exactly where you want to visit for the final part of this challenge. Then after that, guys, one quick challenge which is a little bit tough but not too hard is the one where you have to deal damage while riding in a motorboat. And basically, guys, if you want to do this while playing solo, the best way to go about doing it is to hop into a Team Rumble match, then find a boat anywhere around the map. You also want to get some items and stuff as well to actually be able to deal damage. But as soon as you find one of those, just drive it into the circle, and as you're driving, you can switch seats or you can leave it in the circle and sit in the back and just wait for somebody to come by. But you should be able to get 200 damage with that fairly easily. So that's what I recommend. But keeping it going here, guys, we have 2 more challenges, which are probably 2 of the easiest. And these can be done with some of the other challenges as well. But the first of which is to simply use decoy grenades. I'm sure you guys know what those are. They are the ones that spawn, you know, decoys or copies of your character. They can often be found in agency chests, those ones that you scan, I'm pretty sure. I feel like those have a higher chance of spawning them. Not 100% sure, but yeah, just keep an eye out for those. You should be able to find them just by playing. And then finally, you have eliminate players at the agency or sweaty sands. And again, that goes with all of the other challenges that have to do with these spy type locations, like collect different boss weapons or scan a henchman in different matches. You can eliminate players at the agency. I would recommend solo. That's probably the best for this. But yeah, you can try and do all of those challenges together and save yourself some time. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. That is the final challenge we have to talk about. But remember, guys, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because tomorrow we will be covering the Deadpool challenges. I'll be posting that right in the morning to help you guys out. You don't want to miss it. And also you can check out some of my previous videos here, such as an XP guide video. But again, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.